All right, everyone. If you feel like you've missed the train on this whole podcast, online shows, AI boom, you definitely haven't. And today we're going to be talking all things you're basically called to be seen and how AI and podcasts are the future of impact. So stay tuned and let's jump right in. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of season 3, episode 2 of You Are Meant for More. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited because this time I have a guest with me. She is a phenomenal woman that I've partnered with over the past 4 years, 4 or 5. I think we're going on year 5 now. And she was actually one of our speakers at our last women's conference in 2025. And she has something coming for all of you that is going to be profound, especially in this day of age of AI, podcasting, showing up on camera just like we are. Like how AI is shifting everyone in the podcasting world and how you can stay relevant in front of your own audience. And of course, how you're being called to be seen. So stick around, ask the questions, join us. If you're joining us live, let us know. Let it be valuable. If you have any questions, we're here for you. So let's dive on in. Virginia, thank you so much for being here with me. I adore you, of course. And I can't wait for all things that we're going to talk about today.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for having me. I'm great. I'm doing absolutely awesome. Let me just tell you, 2026 is like on fire. I am feeling it. The clients around me, talking to you, it's like we're all just feeling this newness, this wave of refresh. And it's just a new feeling, 2026. Really Wouldn't you agree?
I do. Absolutely. It is. I mean, you and I have hopped on a call and we hadn't had a chance to catch up since the conference. Isn't that crazy, people? Our lives can get a little crazy and we still didn't get a chance to catch up. And when we caught up today, we were just like, yes, you're doing this. Yes, you're doing that. Let's chat. And guess what? She was so flexible that I was like, crazy busy, but it's okay. Sometimes we get to navigate life like that. And we were going to show up here anyways. And she worked her schedule out just to be here for you guys. So thank you for doing that. I adore you, of course.
I love our flexibility.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. So let's jump into this question of like, where we're headed and what you're seeing on your side. Because if you don't know, so I'm located in Chino, California, which is Southern California, and Virginia is actually, what would you say, Midwest?
Oh yeah. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay. So what are you seeing? Obviously everything's online, but what are you seeing in your area or even just online, for your business? As far as what's changing in the podcast world or online video world?
I think globally, whether you're in the US, Canada, you're in Australia, New Zealand, the biggest shift I'm seeing is that people are so freaking tired of the content hamster wheel.
Thank you.
Right?
Can we get a hallelujah? I feel like I have a little clapping thing here that I should be playing. Hold on. Crowd cheering. Let's see if we could get this playing. Can we say crowd cheering? No? Okay, got it. Wah, wah, wah. Here we go. Yeah? No? I'm telling you. It's not working.
No, that's okay. No? That's okay.
Okay. I don't know why. It worked. It worked the other day, but it's okay.
We'll like let them do the crowd cheering. Oh, yeah. Fine. For years we've been told to show up everywhere, post constantly, repurpose everything. And honestly, we're all exhausted. And now I see this seriously everywhere, that it's not about volume. It's about resonance. It's about how you truly authenticity has never been so important because of AI. If AI hadn't have shown up, maybe we would still be glossed over and pretending are pretty and pretending like to be something. But the thing is like people are craving raw and real and authentic beings coming into their spaces, into their gyms, into their car while they're commuting. Podcasting needs your voice and they need your depth over your breadth.
Yes. And you know what's so funny that you say that is so many people are worried because what's happening in the shift of AI and the voice recordings and things like that is people can literally take your voice now and
Yes.
create something that speaks value depending on your type of topic and how you present yourself. So like it can take my voice, have a conversation and speak out to the people. And that is what is like, okay, is this her or is it not her? And I'm just like, so how do you feel about that? I mean, you nailed it 100% about being authentic and how you show up. And so how do you navigate those people that are being like, well, I don't want to watch people's videos because I don't think it's AI or it's that person or it's AI. And you can tell, I still can tell the difference. So what do you tell your people?
From the depth of who I am, I know that it has never been so important to be able to discern authenticity and energy. And
yes.
because of AI, we are more and more able to be discerning because it doesn't have a soul. AI does not have a soul. And so
Yes,
we have
so
to more than ever be attuned to what has a soul and what doesn't. And what
yes.
resonates with you soul to soul is, and if it is AI, go for it. Like if you're going to resonate with an AI, whatever, go for it. Like I don't have any sort of judgment there. But what I know for sure is people need human connection. And there's nothing like human connection. So I think I lost your voice for a second.
No, you're fine. I apologize. I had to go on mute because my gardener is circling around.
I saw you. I was like, oh no, did I lose her?
I literally sent a message to my mom. Can you tell the gardener to stop making noise? And so, yeah, hilarious.
No worries. Okay, good. So, okay, good. I'm glad our technology is working for us.
I'm telling you, but you're just saying you're genuine. You're on point. You align with that energy. Nobody can replicate that. And that is 100% true. And it's so like even things like this where it's like, you know, oh, your gardener showed up where AI would be like cutting everything out. And it's like, you know what? The nuances of things that happen in our lives, you just flow with it.
Oh, absolutely. And people are craving that. People
yes.
are craving to hear the mistakes and the like, and they're not even mistakes. And this is what I've had many lives. And one of my lives, I was an actor and a trained actor. So I went to school for years for it. And one of the things that they taught us was like, there are no mistakes on stage because those are your most authentic moments. And actually, many times the crowd will be sleeping. The crowd will not be with you, but all of a sudden there is an authentic moment that happens on stage, like somebody trips and falls, or you improv a line because you've forgotten the line. All of a sudden the crowd wakes up. And that is us. We are waking up to authenticity. We're waking up to the moments where the gardener goes through and you hear this big lawnmower sound in the middle of a podcast. That is how you know. And that is not just how you know, but that is how you connect. And connecting is what it's all about.
Right. And it's human error, or stuff like that. And that's why, like, I think so many people, and what I've heard in the past, so many people love the show, is because they're like, you're so authentic and you're so transparent. I'm like, I don't know how to be any other way.
Right.
Even if I tried to be fake, I would still fumble. Do you know what I mean? But that's
I
just
do
not,
know. That's totally me too. Yeah, that's totally me too. And if the directors who wanted me to be perfect on stage all of the time, I was like, I have the wrong director. Because that's just not
You're
me.
like, this is just going to flow as it goes, and it's going to be okay. It's going to be great.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yes.
One of my big things that I say to my clients is don't go with the flow with the go, because life is always going, but it's not always flowing. And you get to choose whether you flow with the go of life or not.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that whole process of it, because, something came up today where, it didn't really work out to what we wanted to happen. Now I'm trying to share the story, but not share the story because it's kind of a surprise for next month. And so, but a location that we were looking to book didn't follow through. And my son's girlfriend was like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, what are you talking about? It wasn't our place for it to happen. And that is okay. It doesn't even bother me when things like come up. And, I've had technical issues on the show, and when things happen like that, it's like you said, it's the human component, and everyone just loves to hear that. And it just with the flow, and it goes, like I told her, I go through life with stride. Like the other day, actually, I do have a story for you, is I'm learning to drive an EV car, and I have an electric vehicle, and I've never owned one in my life, and it's a loaner because my car is getting work done. And I kid you not, trying to maneuver all of these different, going to go charge it, and, getting on the freeway, and I didn't have enough charge, and my whole car almost stopped. And I was just like, yeah, I should go get it charged. It's just been honestly like a complete, readjustment. But again, I was laughing the whole time, and it's perspective. Totally. It is perspective and how you move in life. And this literally brings us back to the conversation that we're having, is to show up, right? You're called to be seen. Absolutely. So why not share? Why not be part of this impact that we're all on this mission to make an impact in the world? And whether it's podcasting, online shows, AI, you have to show up and make yourself visible to change lives of other people.
Absolutely. Okay. And I love what you said about like perspective shift, because that's the thing, going back to the AI thing, we can look at AI as being the scary thing that can replace us with our voice and replace our content and all of this stuff. But is that really does that perspective actually serve you right now? And if we take another perspective, can that serve us? And also, we can still hold AI accountable at the same time. We don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. We can actually allow AI to serve us in ways and also be a part of the conscious evolution of AI.
And I'm glad you brought up that topic, because that's where we're headed to next, is the topic of AI. As far, I know we've been talking about it, but as far as where people have seen it as such a negative, a negative component in the entrepreneur space or in anybody's space, but it's like, but embracing what it actually brings, because the thing is, I always think of that book, I don't know if you know it, Who Moved My Cheese? Have you ever heard of that book?
I've never heard of that one. No.
Oh my goodness, such a good book. And my mom, somehow it was given to my mom. My mom said, "Oh, this is a really good book. You should read it." And I was like, "Okay." Basically, the whole premise and concept around that book is that there are two mice, and they ran out of food, and one of them was willing to go out and find it and venture off and explore in order to uncover new things, new areas, so that they're able to find food. Well, the other one was really behind and scared and just like, I'm not ready. So it was like a matter of not being comfortable for change, through change.
Yeah.
And not stepping out of your comfort zone ultimately. And it was really cute. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of perspective there to understanding the shift of anything that comes at us. And I want to dive into this because you and I both have utilized it to an extreme because of how beneficial it's been for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you want to share a little bit about how you're using it before we even go into the studios? Because I really want you to share how you've been utilizing AI.
Just in general?
Yes.
Okay. I have been using AI in a lot of different ways. I use mostly Claude and ChatGPT. And I use it for anything from helping me with day-to-day activities like creating documents and I started using ChatGPT, but I found that Claude actually was a little better when it comes to understanding my voice and my language. And so what I will do is I will write my book. So I'm writing a book right now. And I will write my book and then I will feed it. First, I was feeding it through ChatGPT. I've moved on to Claude and I feed it through Claude. And just the other day I did this. So I fed Claude my chapters. I have about almost 40,000 words to count. And that's about, when you think about it, you want about, it's a personal development book. You want about 200 or 250 pages, but I'm about halfway there. And so I fed it through Claude and I said, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? How can I improve? And it fed me this whole thing. And I also was very specific with it on the details I wanted. So it fed me this whole thing and it got me out where I would, if I did not have AI, I would have been stuck because I have all of this content and it kind of flows from one thing to the next, but I really needed structure help and it gave me that structure help. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. And yeah,
she nailed it. Sorry, that's me hanging something. She nailed it.
And it's like, I will tell you that beyond, I would have been stuck, but because of AI, I wasn't stuck. If I'm going in the mornings when I need to organize and my day and I'm like, okay, I've got these tasks. Can you help me with my timing? I've got this meeting and this. It'll help me organize my tasks. Something I just did, and I was telling Francine about this, is I created a structured weekly calendar for myself because I don't know about you who's listening, but I am multi-passionate. And so I've got like 4 or 5 different projects going on at one time. And if you don't know what this is, you go look it up, but it's human design. And I am a MG. I am a manifesting generator. And what that means is, there are 4 different types of people, and we are the naturally wanting to multitask. It is our superpower, and it's also our kryptonite. And so having that, knowing that I'm multi-passionate and I need 4 or 5 things going on at once, I go blank. If you said go off for a month and write this book, my mind would go freaking blank. for a month just to write my book. I could not just sit there and write my book. I've got to like be writing my book, be over here developing a new application and running my software business. I can't just do one thing. You got to be kidding me. I'm not made for that. So many people are. Actually, all other 3 types are made for that, but
not mine.
But manifesting generators are not made for that. So anyway, that's my whole thing on that. And AI helps me align and get focused. It'll talk to me, and I'm going to give away a secret. It talks to me about interpersonal communications. So if I am struggling with how to communicate best, because perhaps I am triggered by something from my past, and so it's not their fault, but for whatever reason, they've brought up something, and I'm kind of fired up about it. I will go and talk to Claude, and I will say, this is what is happening. Please don't make me feel better. Just tell me what's going on here. What's my blind spot? And I can work around it. It's not therapy, but it is something to help you through and get you to the next step. And then you go to your therapist or you go to your coach and talk to them about it later. So it's really about a support system. It's about having a whole team. It democratizes soulpreneurship in my mind. It totally allows you to have a team of 10 at your fingertips, where you can never afford that. As an up and coming entrepreneur, someday I will have a team of 20 people around me. Yes. But right now in my business, having AI has saved me so much time, so much energy, all of it. So it's about infrastructure. It's not about identity. It's about infrastructure. It's about organization. It's about aligning back to who you are sometimes in your business with AI.
Oh, you just like, wow. I love that. So it's so funny because I was like, there's so many things I got from you, and you spoke as if I was speaking because it was in alignment. I mean, you said it's structure. Ding, 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 ding. You have no idea having the brain that I have, that like you said, we want to do we are multi-passionate people. We want to work on 10 things at once. Okay, not 10. Yes. So I limited, because I have a mentor coach who limited me to 3, which is fine. That's what my brain can tolerate, because then he's like, you're going off on a tangent. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah. And you got to know your own alignments, that's really good.
And so I said, okay, we're doing it down to 3. And I spoke about it on my last episode when I gave them a breakdown of how to set up your goals for 2026. So I'm like, okay, we got 3. And, having this structured type of system, and you nailed it, because like I've put in things like I currently use ChatGPT. I'm using Centra AI, which I'm actually, I've looked into not renewing Centra AI just because I feel like ChatGPT knows me more. I know, it's how funny you said that Claude does. So it just depends on what works for you and how like you're moving, right? And so I have a list of like what I've worked on ChatGPT, and like literally, like how many times have you like got stuck with, what supplements am I supposed to take? Vitamins, I'm taking this, I'm taking that, and I'm here, I'm there, and I'm just like, my brain seriously needs structure in every single thing that I do. Like, I will go months and months and months and forget that, I should be taking vitamins. You know what I mean? Like my body will start hurting, things will start aching. I'm like, what's going on? Oh yeah, vitamin D is low. So, okay. So fast forward. Now, granted, I'm going to emphasize and put a disclosure. This is not replacing your doctor. This is not replacing anything else. You do it, on your own base that is working for you. Okay. So I'm not saying this is the do all, know all way. I'm just saying I asked it to put together a supplement list. This is what I currently have, and give me a daily, structure of how to take these vitamins. Yes. And literally that's what it did. And I was just like, sweet. The next day I was like, I'm dealing with some inflammation and I would really like to get that under control in 2026. So give me an anti-inflammatory checklist, daily grocery list, and then meal plan. Boom. So not only am I getting like my goals in alignment, my health in alignment, my finances, you guys have no idea. You ask it to do something to work with your brain, not against it, and boom, 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 it happens. And you brought up such a great point that I haven't even, I think I mentioned it on my show. I might have, but I haven't really even put it out there as a coach to say, look, you guys, it's not your therapist, it's not your coach, but guess what? It's going to give you peace of mind when your brain is out of control. Something triggered me. Why is this coming up for me? Why am I feeling this way? Guess what? Ask ChatGPT. My son's like, it's my new therapist. Now, granted, he's jokingly saying that, like it's my new therapist, but it's having answers at your fingertips. And what it does is it scours the internet. So it's not saying like, oh, it's just going to Google something random, but it scours like the internet for, doctors, for, medical stuff. And again, it's a full disclosure. It's not to replace your doctor. It's just to say, hey, it gives you that guidance. So I love that you shared that, Virginia, because we're on the same path.
Totally.
I think we have the same mind, the same brain. So wherever it can help you, we are here for it. And this is, again, what I do is like, I want to be able to give people, even my clients, something to follow, like a helpful tool. You know what I mean? That they can utilize. And then I would go deeper with them by asking questions that their brain is not aware of, that they could be holding on to as far as like, triggers and whatnot. So yes, there's a lot that you can do with AI, and I'm grateful that you and I are having this conversation because it's needed, and we just want to make sure that everybody is feeling okay out there, and what's coming up for you. So like I said, if you're joining us, ask questions. We're here for you. We want to be able to support you where you're at, as an entrepreneur, or even somebody that's just like maneuvering life. Just know that we've probably been there, done it, seen it, and know how to overcome it. So definitely ask us those questions. So we are going to jump into something that Virginia has been up to, and I had to bring her on the show. This is why I was like, Virginia, you got to join me tonight because I think what you have is phenomenal. You guys, she showed it to me, and I was like, this was the next step in my business. Because I was like, okay, I'm here now in my business. I need to get to this level. And how do I get there? Like Virginia said, I don't have 20 people on my team yet. I'll get there one day. But right now, I need a tool that's going to help me get to that area of not driving myself crazy with content overload. So you shared with me something that is called
Soulcast Studios.
Soulcast Studios. Let's see if we can get a drum roll. All right, girl. All you. Jump into
it. So, the Soulcast Studios. So, this is a funny kind of story. Since 2018, 19, knew that I loved video conferencing. I love video broadcasting. I, been going live on Facebook and all the places because I know how powerful video is. I also know how powerful podcasting and the voice is. And inside of, we have I have an all-in-one software. It's called Soul Software, and it is on top of High Level. So if go High Level, we have a very special Soul Software is a very special addition to High Level. We also have always had a video studio inside there, but I wanted it to do more. I wanted the video studio to take my transcript and do things with it. And now through the power of AI, I've been able to code. I've been coding. I've been coding since April. It's called vibe coding. And basically what it is you talk to ChatGPT or you talk to Claude, and it will help you develop applications. And I've learned things. You can't just like go in. It's not going to develop an app for you inside of ChatGPT. You have to learn how to do things, like you have to learn how to do React and Python and all these different kind of languages of development. So with that said, I built this AI tool and this studio that has broadcasting in it. You can do it. You can record. You can get transcripts, but it also creates content. So after you're done with the recording, it automatically creates your summary, your timestamps, your hashtags, and all of your social media content, all right there inside of Soulcast Studios. So let me, Francine, do you mind if I share my screen?
Not at all, you guys. Game changer. I was like, you did what? It's going to record my content, and you're going to give me all the social media posts, and you're going to give me the hashtags. Like, what?
Yeah.
Yes,
so,
go ahead.
Okay, let me find it because it's not popping in. 1 second.
No problem.
Oh, that's because I have the wrong one up. Give me 1 second. I'll pull it up.
Yeah. No problem. And you guys, literally, we were having this conversation earlier today, and I was like, what? Like, this is phenomenal. Like, how?
Can you see this?
So,
Am I sharing my screen?
Let me know. Yeah, I see it already, so I'm going to show it on the screen right now. So give me 1 second. I'll put it on for us. There we go.
Okay, perfect. So this is Soulcast Studios, and basically you'll log in, and this is your entry point. Now you just hit this create studio, and it creates a studio for you automatically. It will give you the host link and guest link. It'll send within 60 seconds to your email. So you'll have your host and guest link for your broadcasting studio. I'm going to click on host link here, and I'm going to check in. I'm going to put my name, and I'm going to tap which studio type I want. This is going to generate the content that I need. So a team company meeting is going to need different than a show podcast. So I'm going to click show podcast. I'm going to enter the studio. And basically, here we go. Camera set up, my microphone set up, and I'm going to join. And you can see me right here. We have things like record and react. Like you can hit these buttons. It's really fun. Right inside of the studio. Now, the studio itself is, you can have up to 200 members here. We recommend less is more in our studio. This is a beta program, but you can have up to 200 people. You can lock and unlock the room, which means that locking the room just means somebody knocks on your door to get in. You have things, regular things like any other studio. And it's great. So this is the studio aspect of it. But the fun really comes with your recordings. And inside of this, I love this login space because this login space is your house for your content. Have you ever felt like you really wanted one place where you could store all of your recordings, all of your transcripts, all of your content, and you could come back to it someday and find it? I know for a fact that Facebook and YouTube are not your place to store your stuff. You need a dedicated area to store your content that is yours. And this is your space. So you have this, you can download your content. Here are your transcripts. We have both PDF and SRT files. And what that means is PDF, you're going to get just like speaker A, speaker B, that kind of thing. SRT files, these are ready for YouTube. YouTube asks for SRT versus a PDF. So if you know YouTube, then you're going to love this. It gives timestamps and everything. Then we're going to come to content. my favorite part. Here is the written content. So this is all of my content for my studios. So like today, I had, let's go to the one with, this is the one with Francine and I. So it's going to get a summary of the session, an email an email copy in case I want to send this out. So it gets you started on an email that you may want to send to your people. And then look, social posts are created, YouTube titles, YouTube description, YouTube tags, a blog post that you can do, copy and paste it. And then if you want to edit it, all you do is you go to edit and see all, and you can co-create right here in the studio with our AI if you'd like. Or you can go here and hit this edit button, and then you can edit any of your content that you want to edit right here inside. You update it and it's here for you. So all of your content is just right here in the system, copy and paste it into your favorite social media, and boom, 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 it's done. And then lastly, we have my video clips. It will take from your videos, it will find the highest viral ability and clip it into short clips. You'll get up to 10 clips to post directly into social media. So this is really it in a nutshell. It's going to save you tons of time. And we are now in beta with it, which means that I'm still developing it. And I am inviting some new founding members in to get started at a very low cost to start out with, because you guys are going to give me feedback and tell me all about it. Tell me what you think. So that's questions. What do you?
Yes.
Francine?
I was like, yes. Okay, let's talk about it, because I know I have some ladies out there and even some men that can utilize something like this, so that it's creating the content for you. It's creating the hashtags. We get to show up as creators, as influencers, as people of impact, so that we can talk to our audience, right? But we don't want to deal with the back end work. We don't want to deal with the back end work of what it has to look like. Okay, my thoughts here and things like that. And what do I do? What am I creating? Honestly, it's like I'm putting out content for people that is, yes, it's my voice, but it's like it's automatically generated, through these things, So like she said, all you got to do is copy it. It's my voice. All AI did was copied what I said and put it into a post. And that's what I love about it, because it's coming straight from me.
Absolutely. And one thing I forgot to share, and let me just share this one thing.
Absolutely.
And that is the brand voice. And not only are you getting it with it is capturing your content and being able to convert that over because it's hearing your voice.
Yes.
It also, we take in, what do you do? What's your ideal client? What makes your approach different? Your voice and personality. And you get to tick these boxes on your communication style, all of it to feed into, and you have your own brand voice right there inside of Soulcast Studio. So it's even adding in that way.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that. And again, like I said, it's just something that it was another task I didn't have to worry about. And that's what's so good. I mean, I have a virtual assistant. I'll be like, send them in there, grab this, grab that. Okay, let's upload the video that we just did, or it cuts it, in different areas. And then here's the hashtags, here's the SEO, whatever that may look like, and done. And then I can go back. And what I love about it too is I can go back and look at the notes. You guys, notes are so important. And you can, like Virginia was saying, you can even search. So like if there's a particular show that I'm like, okay, we talked about, XYZ in a particular show, but I don't remember which show it was, I can go back into my notes and find that, so things like that I was like, oh, this is very valuable. I want to be able to share this episode because this is where we talked about this, you know what I mean? And so there was just a lot of that creativity in alignment with where I'm at and what I'm doing. And I know there's a lot of coaches, speakers, entrepreneurs that are out there that need that same type of guidance. And so, yes, the beta, I'm jumping into beta because I want to not only utilize it for my own business, but I want to be able to, like, if there is feedback and things like that I need to give her, then I can. And like I said, her and I have been partners in business, working side by side off and on, for the last almost 5 years, so
Yeah.
We're going to continue to grow together.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And we're going to continue hosting events. So you guys definitely stay tuned for that when those come out, obviously. So I'm going to go ahead and share your website. And this is how they can get a hold of you, correct?
Yes. So on the website right now, the pricing is the regular pricing that will go out later. And so when you press on become a beta member, I believe, you fill out the form and we'll get back to you with the beta pricing. It's extremely low. Don't let the price tag sticker shock you, because that is going to be when we have it fully developed. And also we'll have a lower price tag later on, but this beta price is super, super low. So you want to reach out and we will, we'll do a onboarding with you and talk to you about our beta pricing then.
Okay, awesome. So I'm going to tell you guys how to get a hold of her. You guys can Google search Virginia Scheuer. She's on Facebook, Instagram. You're on LinkedIn too, right?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, LinkedIn. So you can definitely find her. She has Soul Software, which is phenomenal. It's a CRM system that we've been utilizing for the past 5 years. And now she's launching Soulcast Studios. So I can't wait for you guys to be seen during your any type of podcasting or AI or future impact that you want to make. This is the way to do it. So stay connected. You guys, we are hopping into our new segment. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.